Style for Life. I'm Stephanie Rumble, fashion stylist, accountability coach, and your guide to feeling good in your body and your clothes. Based in Christchurch, New Zealand, I bring over 3 decades of experience in fashion, fitness, and wellness to help you feel strong, stylish, and self-assured. Together we'll explore the emotional, physical, and practical sides of style because true confidence starts from within. No matter your age or size, you deserve to feel confident and show up as the best version of you. I truly believe this. This is Style for Life. Hi everyone, welcome back to the podcast. We're now in June. Oh my goodness, it's starting to get a lot colder here in Christchurch and winter is upon us. It's interesting too, I was lamenting on looking back on the podcast for the last few recordings, which is probably over a month. And I don't know if those of you who listen don't know, I also record this on YouTube and launch it to YouTube, and some of it is super popular on YouTube. Some of you really like listening and others of you like reading the blog, which is great. And I was looking at the video and I've had my hair straight for the last 5 recordings, and it's because my hair's getting long and I need a haircut. Anyway, just a small detail, but today I am talking about something which is kind of a morph from the last 2 podcasts. So last week we spoke about how much money should you spend on your wardrobe. The podcast before that was about particular fashion trends that are available in the shops right now. And then this week, I've come to the capsule wardrobe again, just because it keeps coming up with my clients. And as I was doing the podcast last week, I thought to myself, actually, let's talk about some winter capsules. And so I've got 2 winter capsules behind me on the rack. They're both my own clothes. So some of the clothes are available in the shops now. Some are things I've had for a while. So I'll try and point out as I go along what you could buy now if you wanted to, or you might want to get something similar. So why are we talking about capsule wardrobes? I think it's the efficiency of a capsule wardrobe that people really like. And what a capsule wardrobe is around 12 pieces of clothing, a selection of different types of clothing, as in trousers, tops, jackets, etc., that all work together to create around 30 different outfits. And the reason people like capsule wardrobes is because they are efficient. So they have a small number of clothes that do a lot of heavy lifting. And I don't know if you remember last week, I spoke about the 70-30 rule. So wearing 70% of your clothes all of the time and having 30% that you wear for other special occasions. And I said that I personally like the 80-20 rule, where you wear 80% of your clothes most of the time, and then the other 20% might be for very special occasions. So I tend to like to extend the wardrobe across. And you'll see that with some of the pieces today are kind of more premium pieces. Some are very, very budget pieces. Some I've had for a long time, some I've had for a short time. And I like to really mix things up a bit too. So yeah, so capsule wardrobes are that really in that 70-30 or 80-20 rule where you're wearing the clothes, all of the clothes a lot of the time. And that's a really efficient way to use your money. And when you're shopping, it's nice to sometimes buy that capsule wardrobe. So you've got the wardrobe for this season. Now, one of the things I try and do when I'm working with a client is I like to get into their wardrobe first and have a good look at what they have in their wardrobe currently. So what have they currently got? Because that might be the seed or the start of the wardrobe or the capsule for that particular season. So a lot of the time when I am shopping with a client, we do work in those capsules. So they might end up getting around 12 pieces, specifically if they're someone who has not shopped for a while. Now with my regular clients, we're more likely to buy less pieces and spend a little bit more money and add to the wardrobe that you already have, so they can extend and kind of have a fresh winter capsule using some of the past season's pieces, but also adding some new fresh ones in to make it feel like it's had a bit of invigoration. So, I mean, you'll see me, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see me wearing some things a lot. Things keep getting worn and I bring them back all the time. So for example, today, and I'm not going to talk about the rack just yet, but today I'm wearing a shirt. Those of you who are listening, it's pink, it's silk, it's from Karen Walker. And I would say it's probably 10 years old, maybe 15. So it's 3/4 sleeve, it's silk, it's got a wee tie, so you can actually tie it around the waist. I don't want to do that. I wanted to tie around the neck because I don't like following the rules. And then I've added my Zara. This is such a faithful Zara blazer, which has quite an extended shoulder in pink's the same colour. And then if I stand up, you'll see I'm wearing a Max Mara skirt, which has the colour pink in it, and just some neutral cream boots. And I bought the skirt in a sale. I really loved it. I bought it in the Valentine's sale. And it kind of works together. So these pieces I've all had for a while, but I mix and match all the time. So I'm always thinking about my colour palette. So let's have a starting point discussion here. So when you are looking at a capsule wardrobe, the first thing you want to do is know which colours you're going to work with. Okay, so a capsule wardrobe has a base of around 5 colours in it. Yeah, some of them are neutrals and some of them are actual colours. And you'll see that going through the pieces that I pull out in this next when I demonstrate the capsule to you. So I've gone with a colour theme. You can see the first lot behind me here has browns and oranges and things. This is one capsule on this end. And then if I flip to this end, we've got some brighter colours too. With still some creams and whites and neutrals heading in here, but some brighter colours even in the trousers and things too. So yeah, so you have to think about the colours you want to work with and how they're going to tie in with other pieces as well. So the first thing to have done when you're working out how to put together a capsule is work out your colours. What are my colours? What am I going to wear? Is it just going to be black, white, navy, grey, white, grey, which some people do really like, and it's very neutral? Or are you going to add some hero colours in there? So if we move from colour and think a little bit about our wardrobe or about how we dress, think about how you dress being like a movie. So if you go to a movie and the movie has loads and loads of heroes, so lots of people wanting attention, they're all kind of there, they're all wanting to be the number one act in the movie, it gets chaotic and it's not interesting and it feels overwhelming, right? Same thing with your wardrobe. If it's just all full of extreme colours, lots of patterns, no connecting pieces, you'll feel like you haven't got anything to wear. However, if you go to a movie and there's only supporting acts, so there's only the people that are kind of saying a little bit on the side, or the back filler person that's in the movie scene that doesn't say much, that's sort of standing there, and the movie's just filled with that, very boring, right? So if you're a person that has a whole wardrobe of very neutral colours and no hero pieces, then your wardrobe's going to feel very much like it's going to feel a little bit boring. So it's combining the heroes and the supporting acts together, and you'll see that with my pieces that I've popped on the rack. And it's interesting, I struggle to buy the supporting acts in my wardrobe. I always want to buy heroes, but when I do buy the supporting acts, I feel so happy that I've purchased them because they just go so far. And I'll talk about those pieces as we go through today, and I pull them up off the rack as well. So yes, so know your colours, number one, know what suits you, and come and see me, get your colours done if you want to. Figure that out if you haven't already done that. And it's just so liberating because you know what to eliminate, you know what's going to work. You can walk into a store and go, yes, 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 no, yes, yes, no. And then you can actually look at the things you know is going to suit you rather than going, oh, there's so much in here. How am I going to find what to choose? Oh, I'm overwhelmed. And then out you go, right? So it helps narrow down your choices right at the start of the shopping trip. So that's a great thing about colour analysis, is it really does do that. And also you wear things that look good on your skin tone. Hallelujah, don't we all want that, especially as we're aging as well? So yeah, important. And also very, very important when you're developing a capsule. Otherwise, things just won't feel like they're resonating together. And I think that's one of the keys too when you're looking at your colour analysis is your clothes actually work. So, when I started with the capsule here on this side, my hero piece was my skirt. And I started out thinking of what goes with that. So everything that I chose was based around that. So yeah, and I have heaps of things, heaps of clothes. And I wore that skirt yesterday and had lots of compliments on it. So I think, picking that piece and then working with it can be really good. So, but also understanding what suits you and which colours work for you makes all the difference. So let's have a look at each of the capsules. I'll go through them. I'll tell you where each piece is from. and I'll explain what I've got now. I should have around 12 pieces for each. I'm just counting there and thinking I'm about right. I tried to go with 12, and there's a formula. So 3 bottom half garments, 3 or 4 bottom half garments, a couple of jackets or a cardigan jersey, sometimes a vest, and around between 4 and 6 tops. That's what you do with a capsule. And then you can add 1 or 2 pairs of shoes. And honestly, traveling like this is supreme because you have lots of choice and you don't have to worry about overpacking. I need to take my own advice. Next time I go somewhere, I'm going to Australia at the end of June. So let's see if I can take my own advice and take a capsule wardrobe with me. Watch this space. So anyway, let's have a look at what we've got. So we've got 2 capsules. The first one I started with here is this one here. Now, I said to you earlier, I started with a hero piece, and the hero piece in this particular capsule, like I said, was this Camilla skirt. So this skirt I've had in my wardrobe for probably 3 years, and I haven't been wearing it. I wasn't wearing it because it was too long. So I was wearing it and I'd step on it, the hem. I actually managed to rip a hole in the waistband because I'd stepped on the hem that many times. I've mended it up now. So a couple of days ago, I had Dave help me. We hemmed it properly, and it's a great length now. So it's quite long on me, so it sits just above my ankle. So it's really good, and I love it. So it's got an elastic waist, which is excellent. It has pockets. It does have a matching top, but at the moment, the matching top's too cool for me to wear in the winter time because it's too cold. But I'm going to wear this skirt through the winter now, even though it's very lightweight and it's silk. So this is my hero piece. It's a Camilla skirt. So I started with that, and then I thought, okay, how do I build from that? So first of all, I'll talk through the tops that I chose. So this top here, this one here is from Mango. It's really old. I bought it in Australia probably 10 years ago. It's peach, and as you see, when I hold it up next to the skirt, it's got all the colours in it, and it works really nicely. So it's giving a pattern bottom and a light top. That was one top. So I had, in this capsule, I had one skirt, 2 pairs of trousers, 5 tops, a vest, a cardigan, and a jacket, right? So that was top number 1. Top number 2, and again, at the moment the weather's seasonal, so we wear, I could wear a long sleeve or a short sleeve top. So I also then chose this Zara top, which looks fantastic with the skirt, and it is a sort of lacy mesh top. So those of you who are listening, it's got a puff sleeve. It's a crochet feeling top from Zara. I bought it again some years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, and it's done really well. The next piece I'm pulling out is a gold piece. It's a Lurexy looking gold Trellis Cooper base layer piece, although you can wear it on its own. But even though the stripe down the side is red and grey, it does still work nicely with the skirt. So it works really well with the skirt as well. So I was thinking entirely about what works with the skirt. The next piece I chose was this, and this is, again, I'm picking up a denim layered frilled piece from Karamorka, and I've had this for probably 15 years, and it is a great neutral. It's a light chambray denim, and again, if you look at it with the skirt, it works really nicely. Also, what you could do with this, I thought, was you could layer my gold Lurexy top underneath it, so it's cold at the moment. And then again, that works really nicely with the skirt. So I'm thinking about layering pieces as well. I also thought if I wanted to, I could layer my lace piece, which is the cream lace piece, underneath the denim and pop it with the skirt too. So all working together. The other tops that I picked out for my capsule, so that I have one top with a sleeve, which is the Mango top, a sleeveless top, which was a Karamorka denim, and then 3 long sleeve tops. I then picked up a gold jersey, a lightweight jersey, and this is from Scotch and Soda. I've had this for about a year. I got this from the Only Treasure box. So this is a bit warmer, so it's a thicker, warmer layer. And then I have a coupe vest. Now I bought this vest, it's from Trellis Cooper, it's a peachy colour, in their sale at the end of last winter, and I haven't worn it all until now because it's been way too warm through the summer. But it's a fantastic piece. It's a textured vest, and we're seeing these everywhere. We're seeing this quilted textured look everywhere in fashion. So I've seen it across all price points at all levels, and this is a more subtle version. I really like the way that it's been quilted. It's got some heart shapes on it, And again, a very cute little piece from Trellis Cooper. And one of the reasons that I like this is it also has more longevity than some of the more trend-based quilted jackets that are about, because it's just got that extra little bit of zhuzh to it. So that was the next piece I added. Now, again, I then popped out two warmer pieces. This is the Matilda Cardi from Ruby. I bought this season. I particularly love the fact that I can zip this one up. It's got a gold zip in it. So very much loving the gold zip. So the zip, it makes it like a jacket. So again, goes with everything. So very, very cool, warm layer. And it's like jacket-like cardigan. So very much appealing. And then I do have this here, which is a Cooper suede jacket. I've had this for probably 20 years. I bought this. It's a Trellis Cooper suede. It's super cool. It's got some tassels on the back. I can see myself resurrecting that a bit this season. Haven't worn it for a few years, but it looks really nice with the skirt. So those are the tops. And then I obviously added some bottoms. So also to this capsule, I have a pair of my Zara barrel legged jeans that need an iron. And these have been, I've shown these on the podcast already, very comfortable. Every time I wear them, people stop me and say, where did they come from? Super comfy. And then just because I wanted the capsule to have some longevity in terms of wearing to work as well, I added my Q checkered pants, which again, I bought this season. They're very slouchy. They've got a subtle check, and they actually have all of the colours that I've already talked about in the pants. So all of these things work together so I could create many outfits. Have you ever wondered how you can be a fashion stylist with access to premium digital styling products? Do you want to be trained by the best in the industry and access these products that reflect fashion styling in 2025? If you do, then Image Innovators is absolutely the choice for you. This is because they have a network of over 1,000 trained fashion stylists worldwide, and you know when you work with them, you're getting the best of the best. They have evidence-based professional training offered by highly skilled facilitators that help you reach your absolute potential. This is a great alignment with Style for Life, as I and my business have used and endorsed their products for over 10 years with so many happy clients. And I'm really excited to say I'm also offering training to fashion stylists in conjunction with Image Innovators. So if you're ready to start your fashion styling training journey, then use the code BRIGHTRED25 for 10% off all products. I showed quite a few combinations with the skirt, but if we look at, say, for example, these trousers, these Q trousers, and we look at what can be worn with them, all of the tops can go with all of the bottoms. And that's the key thing with your capsule, is you want all of your tops and bottoms to go together. So you've got to think about where you're placing the pattern. So in this particular capsule, I've gone with the pattern being on the bottom, being in the trousers and in the skirt. So if we look at the tops here, the peachy top looks nice with these trousers. So do all of the tops. So all of the tops on this rail work with the trousers. And that was my goal, is that I could mix and match. I'll just pull the trousers up from the hem because it's easy to hold them. But again, if we think about how the tops work, we could add the vest, and then underneath the vest we could pop any one of these tops, and it would work really nicely. So for the extra warmth layer in the winter, when it's getting really cold, I can pop one of these layers under this wee vest, and if I'm super cold, I could add this cardigan over the top, and if I wanted to, in addition, I could also add the jacket. So again, all of these things work really well together, and when you bring in the trousers here, for example, they tie in nicely too. So I'm looking at tonal colours here. So one of the things I did with this capsule is I looked at versions of brown and orange, which are in my colour palette, and work really well together. Now I'm going to show you the next capsule, which is not brown and orange, because a lot of people don't like brown and orange. Although everyone likes brown this season. Brown is the colour of the season, right? So you can see there's lots of pieces in this that all work really well together. If we want to look at the brown barrel leg trousers, literally you treat brown trousers, brown jeans like black jeans or normal jeans. Again, everything works together. The denims work together. We could add the denim top, and then we could add the jacket. Gosh, I must do this when I travel. Then I'm going to be so much happier, not have all these disjointed outfits. So look, that's a nice little outfit there. Combination of clothes there. Denim top, denim trousers, but blue denim top, brown denim trousers, and then the jacket as well. So I didn't actually bring shoes into these capsules, but like I said, If I'm traveling, I probably only have one pair of shoes I wore with the whole lot. So I'd probably do something like my gold Doc Marten boots with this capsule, and then I could wear it to work and play and across the whole gamut of all of the things that I would do while I was away. And if I was doing a weekend, 12 pieces, these 12 pieces, you can see it's only a small amount of clothes. They would go into your carry-on luggage. You'd have to wear the thick, heavy jacket on the plane. And again, if you're traveling and don't want to have to take all your shoes off, perhaps don't wear boots. You have to take them off at every security stop. So I think when you look at this capsule here, I would say I would have at least 30 outfits because the combinations are vast. I particularly could do the tonal combination here of these two pieces and then pop the little vest. I love this vest. It's really cool. It's just come into its own in my wardrobe. Put the vest with the skirt, tuck that into the skirt, and then you could add the jacket or the cardigan over it. So yesterday I did something like this. It was really good. I could take the vest on and off. I was working in the mall. It was really busy and hot. And as I got colder or hotter, the vest came on and off, and it's nice and durable. Also has pockets as well, which is such a bonus. So that was one capsule in oranges and browns and creams. So the key colours I stuck with were brown, and I started with my hero piece. So the brown, orange and cream was all in here. So then I went, okay, the trousers I've got that tone with that are here. Then one plain pair of jeans if I just want a neutral day. And then I went with one blue denim. So we've got brown, cream, peach, orange and gold. So really four to five colours make up a capsule. So that's capsule number one. Let's look at capsule number two. Now this one I wanted to focus on workwear with one piece that you could wear on a casual Friday if you decided that you needed to have a casual Friday outfit. So this particular next capsule, as I said, is focused on those of you who are needing more of a corporate wardrobe or need something that you can wear to work that feels like it's worky. And I love blazers. They're everywhere at the moment. So I started this with my hero pieces for this, if I'm honest, I started with the pink trousers. These are my hot pink pants. They're not a colour I wear next to my face, but I absolutely love them. They've been a really, really great buy. And just checking out the brand, it's called 4G. So it's a brand and I think it came 4G Classic. So I actually bought these. Let's look here. 4G Classic. I bought these from someone called the Shoe Curator. She had some beautiful pieces. They're very flat front, wide leg, hot pink pants. So that was the first starting point, was my pants. And then I went, okay, I want to also take this Zara blazer, which I really like, and this turquoise blue. So I wanted to start with these two pieces. And if you see my website, you'll see I do wear these pieces a bit on the website. And so I went with two solid colours. And I'm staying here with solid outerwear colours and solid or plain, we use the word plain pants. So I went slightly different from what I did with the first capsule, where I went with patterned bottoms and plain tops. This time I'm going plain bottoms, plain outerwear, and we're going to fill the inside with some patterned pieces. So first of all, two blazers. So first blazer is a turquoise blazer from Zara, sort of mid-length, light turquoise colour, thick enough that it goes across the winter and the summer season. And then the second blazer I chose was a Zara one. This is quite new. It's quite a long blazer. It works for me because I'm really tall, but these long blazers are tough for a little person. If you're a littler person, you probably want a shorter blazer, but I particularly like this. It's got a bit of a black and gold button. It's cream. For those of you who are listening, it's a turquoise blazer and a cream blazer. And then I also chose my Zara cardigan, which I've just recently purchased. So this is new, as is the Zara cream blazer. This is a new cardigan. Now this can be worn buttoned up as a top, or it can be worn unbuttoned. I love these cardies this season that you can unbutton or button up. So adding a cardigan to your wardrobe is a really good idea because, again, you've got the choice of the fashion being that you can wear it buttoned up. It's got a nice wee bottom on it too. You see a nice back. So this is cream. It's got a puff sleeve, lots of buttons down the front. I think about 12 buttons. So it can be a top, and it's got an interesting sleeve detail. So a top on its own, underneath the cream blazer, actually works really well and would look nice with the pink pants. So that all works as one outfit. So I picked up those three top layer pieces. So the two blazers and then the one cardigan. Let's look at the bottom layer pieces first. So actually I said I had no patterns, but I lied. Sorry, I did lie. I chose a very soft checked pair of Karen Walker trousers Again, I've had these for a really long time. They're dark brown. They've got lots of colours in the check. So you'll see I'm holding it up closely to the camera now. It has pink, red, blue, brown. So lots of colours. They go with everything. And then I chose this skirt. So I chose my Silk Laundry long skirt here. This one here is a winey colour, very on trend. I very much love this piece. It's a very lovely to wear and it goes really nicely for work. So it's a Silk Laundry slip skirt in a silk fabric. It's got a few marks so I need to wash it. And then I just thought, if it's Casual Friday, we do need to have some jeans. So if it's a jeans option here, I've got some Scotch and Soda dark jeans here. I've had for a while. I have to be having a really, they're quite firm. So these jeans will be on a day where I'm feeling like I like firm jeans. So yeah, they've got high rise, button front, dark denim, which goes with everything. So those are the bottom halves. So you can see I have 4 bottom halves. They're all trousers, 2 trousers and a skirt. So 1 skirt, 2 trousers and jeans. And then I picked, in this collection, I picked 5 tops. And all bar 1 are patterns. So my unpatterned one is my Zimmermann white shirt. This shirt I particularly love. This here actually sits up on the collar. So it's got this gorgeous little collar detail. When you do put it together, it's this nice gold piece that's across the collar, which is also, I love it. It's a really cool piece, but plain. So this goes with all of the bottom halves. You can see all of the bottom halves of the white shirt and underneath all of the top halves. That's what we want. So quite a lot of neutral to start with. And then my trusty faithful ice cream shirt from World, which also has a matching bow tie, which you'll see coming out through here. So this is a shirt with a light pink background. It's got turquoise and pink in it and brown. And then I often will button it to the neck and wear the bow tie. And you can see it looks very, very good with the pink trousers and fantastic with the turquoise jacket. So these are the connecting pieces. So my connectors now moved into my shirts as opposed to my hero piece in the past capsule, which was the skirt. So these, and this also looks amazing with all of the bottoms. So you can see it would look lovely with the Silk Laundry skirt. It looks great. Pattern mixing works really well with this particular top because it's a geometric and a curve. And then obviously the jeans look good with everything. So that was the first shirt I chose. Then I thought, okay, what other shirts do I have? Which other shirts do I have that look nice with everything? I'm such a fan of New Zealand designers. This is a ruby shirt. And again, when we start pulling out the pieces that we have here, you'll see the shirt looks nice across the board with both pairs of trousers and with the skirt and with the jeans and with the trousers. So really good. And this is a silk shirt. I'm very partial to silk, as you probably have gathered. Moving to another silk shirt. This one here is a Helen Cherry shirt. I've had this for a lot of years. It's a bit more pastel than I'm used to. It's quite fitted but quite dressy. So it looks beautiful underneath each of the blazers. And you could add any one of the bottoms again just to finish the look off. So again, the brown bottoms look nice with it, as do both the hot pink and the burgundy. So they work really nicely. And of course the jeans for the Casual Friday. So that's a Helen Cherry shirt, and that would be probably 20 years old. A lot of things I've had a long time. This one here is a little bit newer, and this is Velvet, this brand. I bought this from Fashion Society. I actually really like this top. It looks really great with many things, and it's a geometric pattern. So for those of you who are watching, listening, it's geometric. It's got all of the colours in it that I've talked about that are already in the bottom half. So when I'm choosing these top half pieces, I'm thinking, how do they tone and tie in with my bottom half pieces? So again, this geometric print, it's got pink, orange, yellow, burgundy, turquoise, blue, cream in it. So you can see I pop out the burgundy skirt, it looks really nice. I pop out the pink skirt and it tones as well. Pink trousers. And it looks lovely with the check trousers. If I want to add any of the top layer pieces, I could just do a more casual look with the cardigan and then just one of the bottom layer pieces as well. So it all works quite nicely together. So again, it connects really well with the other pieces in the wardrobe. So I think the key things here are, obviously we've got 2 jackets. I have a turquoise and a cream blazer. I have a cream cardigan, a neutral shirt in white, which goes across the board. 4 patterned shirts, 2 pairs of trousers, 1 pair of jeans, and a skirt. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces in the first capsule. Second capsule, the one I spoke about first, has the hero piece of the Camilla skirt. So 1 skirt, a pair of trousers, a pair of jeans, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tops, a vest, a jacket, and a cardigan. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, only 11 pieces in that capsule. So 12 pieces, 11 or 12 pieces. And each capsule make up your capsule wardrobe. So that is how it works. I hope that has been a useful demo for you. And some of the pieces obviously are available in the shops now. Others are things I've had for a while. And I do know that people love to purchase a capsule. They like the whole vibe of something that's very easy, something that they can put together and that goes with everything. And as you can see from looking at the capsules I've shown you, all of the pieces work with each other, and that's the key. So if you want some help to put together a capsule wardrobe, reach out. I can definitely help you. I have vast experience. I know where to go. I know where things are in the shops, and we can work out things that suit you and your colors. So I hope that's been helpful. I really enjoy doing these podcasts. I really appreciate the feedback, and I really appreciate those of you who listen. Have a really great week ahead. It's been a long weekend here, so it's a wee short week for us, but we're heading into some long winter months. So kia kaha, everybody. Look after yourself. Follow me on socials, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. I don't think I've forgotten anything. And I will see you all next week. And I really appreciate all of you. And with extreme gratitude, I'm signing off. Thank you for listening to the Style for Life podcast. Don't forget, you deserve to feel fabulous at every age, every stage, and at every size. If you're loving the show, hit subscribe and leave a review. It helps more amazing people like you find their way back to life through style. Thanks again. Until next time.